G'day beautiful people, welcome back. Sky Factory 4 once again, and today we're going to get into Mekanism. But before I do, to get into Mekanism we need to make some steel. So I just thought, just quickly, I would just sort of show how the Tinker's Complement alloy tank works. Because I was watching Direwolf's, it was last night when I'm recording this, video last night, and he seemed to have a bit of trouble with getting the alloy tank to work. Now, if you go and you search for the alloy tank, it says alloys liquids from adjacent porcelain tanks and melters. That means to its sides. Adjacent means to its sides. Place above a porcelain heater to fuel. It doesn't give you any options of what to do. It legitimately says that you have to place it above a porcelain heater. So all you need to do is you have porcelain tank, porcelain melter, porcelain tank, porcelain melter. Put a heater down the bottom, put an alloy tank above it, and give it some charcoal. It needs that charcoal to smelt the two together. Now what happens is you melt both materials down, and when there's enough of both material to start making the alloy itself, it will mix them together. So we're going to chuck some more coal in there. As this coal is getting smelted into liquefacted coal, we're getting more and more molten steel. It's super easy, guys. And it's actually a decent early game way of creating stuff like steel and getting into Mekanism, because otherwise your only other option really is probably to go through the nuclear craft route with the alloy furnace, which is not that bad, but it does mean you need basic plating, which means you need graphite dust, which means you need to get into the manufactory first, which we're going to have to get into, but this is just a nice little way to just skip that. We have another bucket as well, block I said. So we'll just leave that going for now, that's enough. So what we want to get into, if we go to Mekanism, to get started, we want to, where is it? Let's just do it this way. We want to make steel casings, but we need to make basic control circuits. So we need a metallurgic infuser. So let's grab 2 of you, or 3 or 4, whatever. Metallurgic infuser, where are you, pretty little thing? There it is. Let's make up one of these. Why do I keep doing that? And let's figure out where we're going to be doing our stuff and things. Clear this off. That'll be the door, Reg. I'm looking forward to getting into, I think next episode we're going to have to do some stuff with some pink slime and get into material stonework factories, so that I can make a lot of glass. I think what I'll do at the moment is I'll set up the amount that I need to make, 1 for stone, 1 for glass, 1 for silicon at least, and then just set them all to glass, and then I'll probably smelt it all and turn it into the Tinker's quite clear glass, and then just chuck a roof over this joint. But for now, what we're going to do is, because we're probably going to end up with this energy cell here, and then run power line along the back, what I'll do is I'll place it here, right? But for now, what we want to do is we want to grab our GPSs out, GPS. Let's make 1 for this. And go and chuck it in over here. So these guys should all be full by now. Let's chuck that in there. We have enough to do the energized smelter, and the enriching factory. So what we need to do, let's go back into Mekanism. We need to make these bad boys. So we need osmium and redstone. So there's better ways to do it, but for now, we're going to do it this way. Redstone, let's just keep that on us. So chuck that in, fill it up. We want, definitely, to start off with, we want 4 of these. So let's get them going. It's going to make us our basic circuits. Let's have a look at how we're doing over here. 720, no more iron. So I think a few more ingots would be nice. Ingot. We're running low on iron. See what 6 does for us. It's 25 to 8. I think it's like 10 coal per iron. So we have our basic control circuits. That was pretty quick, actually. I didn't think it was going to be that quick. So one thing we want is the enriching chamber. So we do need 2 of these. Took that back. We want an enrichment chamber. Redstone, come on guys. Stop it. Why am I going in there? We want that bad boy. We want that to not say McKee. And we want to... Where is the... Christ, I can't be bothered looking for it, so we'll just click on the basic factory version, and we'll grab our energized smelter. So we're going to put our enrichment chamber and our smelter. We're going to grab 2 more of these. We're going to go you and you. Go give these boys power. So that one is full now. So that's pretty much all the power we're going to be getting for now. I mean, the other way I could do it is I could change over to droppers instead of using these right clickers and just constantly drop stuff in there, and do another version of pretty much exactly what we have. So if you're interested in that and you don't want to go this route where you need to use the power, you can put a dropper on top of this, so it's dropping straight into it. And then what you do is replace this with, so obviously you're going to take your cobblestone generator out, replace this with just a standard block, and then this should all be the same. You're just giving a redstone signal to the block instead of the auto clicker, and then chuck a redstone clock on top of it. So the redstone clock ticks and the dropper works, and then you have it set up to be disabled with redstone. So once this works, it turns it off, turns the clickers off, turns the droppers off rather. But now that we have this, so we've kind of upgraded a little bit on how well we, yeah, so we're going to need a lot more. That used about half of it. So if we chuck another 6 iron in there, iron, how much can we make of this? A little bit. Problems. So expensive to get into. Did I only grab 5? I did, didn't I? You don't want to give me that? Are you going to work if I do it this way? Damn you. Okay, so that'll do. We've got plenty of steel for now. Plenty of steel. But what we can do now is we can just chuck this in here, it's not getting power. Why are you not getting power? What? Oh, it doesn't work with these, does it? There are some machines that don't work with them. I know that there is some industrial foregoings machines that it doesn't work with. So perhaps this is the same thing. So what we might have to do is go get an energy cube, which means that we need 2 energy tablets. So we're going to need 4 enriched alloys, which is iron, into the metallurgic infuser. I'm going to go and grab out those GPSs and just toss them. And we're going to do something different. So we're going to grab these last 2 out. Let's just toss them over the edge. And what we want to do is we want to... so I mentioned in another video, if we just type in pipe, it'll bring up everything. That can be used to transfer liquids, energy, or items. So we're going to get into leadstone flux. So for now, we can actually just make 30. If we had Invar, we could upgrade these, but we don't have Invar. But we can make Invar. It's just going to be a little bit expensive because we don't have any iron. And I mean, we're not going to be able to do any better until we get to the point where we're unlocking a point. And I think the first point I'm actually going to spend is going to be on fertile soil. So if we have a look, and because the reason why I'm doing all this is because I want to build the power box. Okay, so to build the power box, 4 blocks of iron, easy. Advanced energy cube won't be too hard. We'll get into that. We'll need another energy cube. Basic energy cube. We'll just need a couple more bits and pieces. That won't be too hard. We do need, however, get into the space-time equalizer, which means we need 2 superconductor magnets, which just means we need titanium. And let's melt it from there. You can cast it from molten titanium. This is kind of why I wanted to get into deep mob learning, because that's going to get us some from the androids. I don't think we've gotten any in our loot farm, mob farm. I said no, that's not correct. Chuck you 2 over there as well. Bam. Wait, what am I missing? No, they're still casing. One of them. Now I'm pretty sure that this works. I didn't actually realize that those don't work, because the test that I'd done on it, I actually used an energy cell so that I could dupe them. I got myself up to a higher tier and then I just duped them. So this should be getting power. Oh, you're empty. What the frick? Have they just changed this? So we put it down that way. We want our side config to be output there, input everywhere else. But it's not getting power. What is happening? I could have sworn that worked. That's going to be a bit of a pain in the bum if this doesn't work. Mekanism energy cube. So you know it's a Mekanism energy cube. Mekanism machine block. Yeah, so it's telling me what all the things are. It recognizes that that's a cube, but it is not giving it the power. Why? Why? I thought this was going to work. Because then I was going to run Leadstone Flux from there. Damn it. Why? Why doesn't it work? It did work. Has it been disabled for any legitimate reason? Okay, so how are we going to get power to there then? The only other way we can do it is to send... Okay. The only other way to do it is to actually move our power gen up there. Yeah. And then we can do it this way. So we can go wireless. What the hell? Go to the fluid transfer. We would need to get into this. So that means we need sponge. So we'd need a wet sponge? No, we'd need sponge. So we can do it in a hydrator with ice and dirt. Ice. Use a froster. We could use a hydrator with snow, which we have. Prismarine, I don't think we have any sort of access to until we get into deep mob learning. So we're going to have to get into deep mob learning sooner rather than later. So what I think we might do is we'll go through and we'll build the machines and stuff, and then we'll have to come back next episode. This range is just ridiculous. What do we have in here? So we want some more ender pearls. We'll take that and that because we've already got it in there. Some more string and sulfur because we've already got it in there. But it's good because we do have a couple of rifles and things we can take with us. Not getting any spines, which is a bit weird. Not happy that that's not working. It may just be that I'm overlooking something really simple. I am an idiot, so that is always possible. Alright, what have we got in here? 1080. Dang it. And that's empty. So we would need some more iron and coal. So what I'll do is, I'm assuming it's going to be 2. Actually, you've got a little bit in you. And you have a little bit left. That's got us to 1152. So we need 1288. Is that right? I always forget. Is it 1288? It's something. It's definitely something. Get this to melt and we'll find out for sure. I mean, just to get this one last block would be nice. 1224. So you still have a little bit in you. You have nothing. That should be correctamundo. And we'll just break these and replace them. Alright, that was perfect. So you can go back there. You got anything in here? You don't, so you're fine. That's your one. That's your one. So for now, all I've been doing is just replacing this every time I go to use it. Chuck. Oh, it's already there. Chuck that back there. Chuck our table down. And then just moving this back over. and chuck that away. Okay, so we'll chuck the charcoal back in there because we're using it for it. Chuck that away. Right, so has anything changed over here? Damn it. Why? Why? That is a bummer. See, I think what we're going to have to do is move my generators. Friggin' hell. We'll have to move this over. I'll chuck my 4 generators here. Chuck my wireless doohickey here. Run power. Run a cell here. Then run leadstone fluct across there. Have our machines across there. And get into deep mob learning first and actually move the fluid wirelessly. So if we go to @deep, right, there's a few things that you're going to need. Basically, you're going to need a deep learner. Okay, so this is 100% you need this. So let's make a few of these. We need soot covered plates, which is just obsidian and soot covered redstone, which you crush against a block of coal. So we need to do that. So if we grab coal, grab 1 block, chuck it down there, then grab some redstone. We should actually have some. Let's just grab a stack. I mean, it's going to be fine. And then you just right click it against it. So it just doesn't work if you hold it down, but you just got to sit there and click away. Grab yourself some of this. I don't know how much we actually need. I'm just going to do a stack. Okay. So then if we go back to deep, I think the next thing that's going to stop us is going to be obsidian, yes. So let's grab 2 buckets. No, just 1 bucket. And some cobble. What I love about this now is, whoop. I can just grab a full massive bucket while we have that on us. Oh, but this doesn't work, so I'm an idiot. Ugh, hate you. Hate that doesn't work. Just make it work. Person that's probably never knew they existed. I mean, that is enough to get us 1. Which gets us 8. So let's see how many we need at deep. So we want one of these, 100%. Okay. You're also going to want these blank data models for each one that you're doing. For now, anyway. So the things that we really want to get into first is we're going to go to the Nether, which is going to allow us to do blaze with the skeletons. There's also going to be a lot of rogue androids. You know, and then you could do ghast, but ghast is a bit of a pain in the bum. So for now, really, all we want to do is focus on blaze with the skeletons and rogue androids. But what we're going to do is we're going to sort of cheat. We're going to make some stuff from oh, what was that? Oh, okay, yeah, because you're in my inventory. So we want 3 of them. We need a piece of an android, which I don't think I have on me. we need a wither skeleton head, so we have to go kill one first. We need blaze powder, which we have. So I'm not really too fussed about the wither skeleton right now. We can get that done at some stage. What we really want is the android, because we want to start getting some tritanium as soon as possible. So let's just grab a torso and chuck that in there and grab that one. And there's that noisy door again. So we're only just going to get set up today. So if we go and chuck that in there, we chuck these inside, okay? You can flick through the ones that you actually have on your person. So it tells you how many you've defeated and what tier they are. So you need to defeat 6 blaze while you have this on you to upgrade it to basic. Okay, and then what you do is, so say if we were to do the android, right? If we get it to basic, have a look when it comes back around, we will put it in a machine and have a 5% chance of getting one of these pristine rogue android matter, right? Which then we can put into another machine to get what we need. So those machines are as follows. First up, you need a simulation chamber. We will have to do, but we need to grab this stuff first. I also need to not be in there. So let's grab a soot covered machine block and grab the simulation chamber. We need a comparator. What am I doing? That the loot fabricator gives us our stuff, and the trial key, the trial keystone, and the trial key is something we're also going to want. We don't have enough to make that stuff now, but that's going to be fine. And then the other things you need is like polymer clay, which we'll get into at another point. So actually, let's just end the episode and we'll come back and we'll actually get completely into it. I'll grab the couple of things that we need, and we'll come back and we'll go over that in the next episode, and we'll actually go and do something about it. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.